What's going on, guys? Xavier back. So as you guys can see, my hand's still fucked up, but I still got, fingers. I'm working on my fingers as we do this little bullshit I'm going through. So that 24 godforsaken hour, live stream that Game Freak had did, completely disappointing. Number one, I can't believe I actually stayed up most of the night last night just to watch most of that, only to get literally 2 Pokemon, one of which we had seen back at E3, and then a completely new Pokemon which I'm sure will appear in the next trailer. But besides that, let's go ahead and talk about this. Now, you guys all know that I don't do leaks. I don't like talking about leaks, you know what I'm saying? I go by all confirmed information versus, stupid shit. Because I'd rather not overhype myself than come to find out, oh, why didn't this and such, or why didn't this such and such appear in the game like they, there was rumor about. That's just it. They're rumors. They're supposed to be, it's basically a hype train that we have to follow through and follow suit on. So, as you guys can see the picture here, Galarian Ponyta, which means Galarian Rapidash. Now, the thing about this picture is, I can only imagine that that Galarian Ponyta is a solid fairy type, because I remember when I was looking up information on Sword and Shield that I did come across this leak that, like I said, I wasn't going to talk about it when I found it, because like I said, I'd rather see confirmation versus, rumored information and dumb shit like that. So basically, there's 2 variations of Galarian Ponyta. You can see one to your left, which has like a lightish pink and lightish green mane and tail, versus the one to your right, which is a darkish purple with the lightish green tint on its tail and mane. Now for me, that's actually that's two things confirmed right there. Both Galarian Ponyta and its shiny form. Because as you can tell by, if I'm not mistaken, I think the male and female forms for Ponyta are actually the same, I think. I could be wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, I think female Ponyta don't have horns. I actually never thought about it. I feel like, I don't know. Who knows? But either way, so aside from Galarian Ponyta, we got Impudent, which a lot of you guys know we saw him during the live showing of Pokemon Sword and Shield back at E3 in June, which ever since then, and what is this? It's like October now, and it's literally, at the time of this video, it's October 5th, so like that was about 4 months ago. And we never got, confirmation on Impudent's stats or anything. Like, okay, so we understand that his, its type and shit like that. We understand its typing and stuff like that. But we never got any real information on that, or even any official Sugi artwork. So, like, okay, so aside from the Galarian Ponyta, which I actually think is pretty cool. I actually like the color scheme that they were working on. I honestly thought it was going to be something else, because I caught a small glimpse of the top of his head, like within the first 8 hours of the stream. So basically, like when I saw this video, I was like, something about this is weird. And then throughout the rest of the stream, like I'd actually periodically stopped watching the stream, because I was like, okay, I'm not gonna catch anything. Like within the first 6 hours of the live stream, you would really just get Phantom, Pikachu, Impudent a few times. You would like throughout the whole day, you would see Impudent. Like I think I saw Impudent at least a total of 6 times over the course of like 4 or 5 hours. So I think I saw him about that many times within like the middle of the day versus the beginning of the day. So with that being said, it's like, why my whole thing is, don't get me wrong, I like this Pokemon. I like its shiny form, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's like a ghostly horse that you can ride type shit like that. I feel like that's dope. The shiny is dope. But I feel like if Game Freak was just gonna do all that and just show us only 2 Pokemon, one of which we'd already seen before, then I feel like this was a gigantic waste of time. Because, like, okay, don't get me wrong, first of all, shout out Verlisify, shout out HD Eevee, you know, Tyranitar 2, all that good stuff, and shout out Gianparo 11 or whatever. You know, they're pretty much the, alongside a few other Pokemon YouTubers that I fuck with, you know, like Hoodlum Column and all that and stuff, and guys like that. I fuck with them. Like, I ride with this shit. I've been like subscribed to them before I even started making my own channel. Like, I was fucking with them for a good minute. So for me, it came like, okay, so I'm not gonna take this with a grain of salt. Like, I watch their videos, of course, you know, and I watch the leaks. You know, they talking about the leaks. I see the leaks. I'm just like, nah, I don't want to talk about the leaks, because I feel like I don't want to build false hope for my fans, you know, and then they turn around, you know, because it's in the Pokemon community that, you know, when trainers see leaks or whatever, and they see like a popular PokeTuber talking about these leaks, they genuinely just don't. Like, they genuinely pass blame. You know, the Poke community is like really biased like that. But besides all that, so all in all, as you can see, Galarian Ponyta has pretty much the same thing as it is in its regular form, and it's really nothing really different, as the leak would dictate that it's a complete fairy type, which means that steel type moves, poison type moves, I think ice? Is it ice? I don't know, but I think it's iced. But yeah, so it definitely seems like Ponyta is going to be, because as we all know, that Pokemon has been aiming to, you know, get more female players, which is cool. Like, don't get it wrong, that's cool. So I can definitely see a lot of female players using this Galarian Rapidash, Galarian Ponyta in competitive play. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I would love to hear that shit. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below.